Yeah, Fritzy.
That the play clock is just like a general number to kind of give you an idea as to approximately when you need to snap the ball.
And you can't go crazy just because it happened in a Denver game.
No, I understand, but I don't
but you
think
went
it's fair
crazy.
for either
When
side.
you heard him say it, I saw you, or your arms were in the air like, oh, we got jogged.
I just found that shocking. Why bother having a clock if you don't have to adhere to it? He even said it's not like an NBA play clock. Why isn't it like an NBA play clock?
I don't, that we don't want to call, it doesn't mean anything. Just let them get the play off, whatever. I don't know. Here's the NFL that is so anal about things that there's certain shoes or socks or whatever. You can't wear those things. Like they're so buttoned up with things. The play clock. Who cares? 1-2 seconds. Not a big deal.
So if you almost tag somebody out, he's out. The glove was close enough to.
They do that in baseball. You don't have to necessarily make contact with the
neighborhood rule is ridiculous too.
Yeah, but this is the NFL, and that's a play clock. It just feels like it's right there in front of us. We get to see it. We don't get to see all the holding. We don't get to see the pass interference. We get to see the play clock. We can watch that. But it's sort of arbitrary. I don't know if I want to call it or not.
Now, soccer gets away with it. Like there's approximately another 4 or 5 minutes we're going to add to the end of the game. We don't know when exactly it's going to end. We'll just blow the whistle. Okay, that's the end of the game. Which is ridiculous anyway. But I can't believe that when that hits 0, it doesn't matter when the ball's.
You would not be this upset if it didn't happen to the Broncos.
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
But it is. I can't believe. I can't believe he said that that's a general number.
By the way, who woke you up?
When he said that that's just kind of a guideline to know approximately when to snap the ball. It's a clock. It goes like anything in sports. It goes by the seconds. The game's over or it's halftime.
Yeah, Paulie.
But do you like that the NFL refs are a little loose with it, where they're not sitting there looking to bust a team every time that it goes to 0 and they just by a beat have not snapped the ball?
No. Let us in on it.
This is the first time anyone's heard that.
It's the first time I ever heard that. But let me in on it. It's like, let Clay Matthews in on what I'm allowed to do and not allowed to do. Kareem Hunt can lower his helmet. If a defensive player did that, he would have been flagged for it. Quarterbacks are a separate position. You've been told by the league, protect them at all costs. Number one priority is what Terry said. But the play clock, why have the play clock if it's just loosely enforced? You can have a first down marker. It's going to be loosely enforced here. Is it a penalty or not a penalty? Now, I don't want flags thrown on every play. And I understand what he's saying. Does it really matter? But it did matter. It did matter in the Chiefs game with that play clock violation that wasn't called. Yes, Todd.
So just imagine in any other sport, if you punched another fighter just right after the bell, do we have to wait and see if he knocked him out or how hurt he was? That was close enough to the bell, approximately when the round is over.
Yeah, Paul.
Don't worry about it.
Todd, that argument collapses on itself. Boxing, after the bell punches, happen almost every single round. And if they gave a penalty, docked a point for every time, right at the bell, if there's physical contact afterwards, there would be no boxing. It happens almost every round that there's contact after the bell. Whew. Good hour.
Yeah. Todd, that might be a record.
How much I spoke this hour?
Yes, that might be a record.
But you are right. I'm more heated because it went against Denver. But I would have admitted, hey, Denver got away with something there if it was working the Broncos' favor.
You wouldn't have been this fired up, though.
Definitely not.
No, you would not.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.